Live from the Bulldog Bar and Lounge at 54th and College, this is the High School Football Preview Show on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Tonight's show is built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. And brought to you in part by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at genesissportsperformance.com. And by Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland Avenue. And by High Gear Marketing at highgearmktg.com. Now, live from the Bulldog Bar and Lounge, here's John Faust and Mike Walensky.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, broadcasting live at Bulldog Bar and Lounge. First of all, we want to say thank you to the Bulldog Bar and Lounge for hosting us, allowing us to host this radio show, provide some great content to all of our listeners out there. So like I said, we have a great lineup of coaches tonight, and we're going to be right back after this quick break, and we'll have Coach Will Patterson joining us. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this message.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
I'm Mike Walensky along with John Faust, and welcome to the High School Football Preview Show on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Our first high school football coach is one of my all-time favorite football players collegiately, Will Patterson, the head football coach at Lawrence Central. Welcome, Coach Will.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to come and sit with you guys.
Talk a little bit about the Bears program. Last year, you had a chance to run in the sectional. You knocked off rival Warren Central in a big upset over Mike Kirshner's first Warren Central ball club, and then took on Patrick Mallory's LN ball club before losing the sectional. You have to feel real good about your program, particularly the Mickens kid who made a commitment earlier to go to LSU. You've got a lot of talent at LC this year.
Yeah, we number one, we're just trying to stay healthy. Just getting all our horses to the race. But we did a tremendous job last year of growing up. I know we took over in the midst of COVID and had a rough start there, but the guys bought in. They've been doing everything we've been asking them to do. Program-wise, my biggest push with them was academics, setting our culture, and I pushed them so hard that our goal was to get a 3.0, got a 3.01 as a team GPA. So just setting the stage of what a good culture is and being competitive in the classroom, and that was really the start of us being able to accomplish, beating the Warren Central in the sectional game and being 2 plays out of sectional championship game. So the guys are better. We're older. Those guys that we were playing that were sophomores and juniors and freshmen when we first got there, they're juniors and seniors now. So, so we're just trying to stay healthy, get all our guys to the race. They've been doing a great job of continuing to buy in and be competitive and just compete with other guys. And if you mentioned Josh, he's a guy as a catalyst to helping us be successful. Obviously, hats off to him and his family. The loss of his dad, I know that was a huge deal for him, but obviously he's using it as drive, and what a heck of opportunity to go play probably in the best football conference in America at the highest level, and a team that just was in the national championship game, just won the national championship a couple years ago. So I know he's excited. He's ready to go, as well as some of the other guys that we got that are. We'll have a few other guys that have D1 opportunities, kind of down the road. But the stage is set. We built the foundation the way it should be, and we're just continuing to build our house. So that's been our big thing in the off season, and I think we'll see some of the fruits of our labor this season.
Coach Patterson, you talked about some of your guys graduating and some of your younger guys stepping up. How has leadership changed in the locker room, and who are your captains this year?
Sorry, the guys don't know it yet, but I had them. We went to camp a couple weeks ago, and we had them vote for the team captains the first year that we've done it. I think the coaches we chose every other year who we thought the leaders were. And I thought it was important to let their teammates choose, just to see who if we thought we were right as coaches. And this year, Charles Vaden, he's a wideout. He's a kid that he does a lot for our program. He's a leader on and off the field. He's a multi-sport guy. He'll be one of our team captains. Andre Dumas will be another. Andre is just a prime example of a kid that he does everything the right way. He's a 4.0 kid. I wish he was, if he was 6'4", he would be in the Mickens conversation, because he's that type of player. He's got that type of drive. He's kind of that sawed-off shotgun type of guy and build, and he's fiery and he gets it done. He's smart, and he leads the guys up front. So Andre would be another one for us. Obviously, Josh, his team, I think that was almost unanimous. Not just because he's a good player, but Josh is also a 3.8 student. He's a big-time character guy, just always doing stuff the right way. He'll go back. His mom may say different. She's trying to get him out of bed in the morning to come to school, but he's just a prime example of, hey, this is what hard work looks like. This is what, if you follow the blueprint that we set for all our kids to be able to play at the next level. He's a prime example of just a kid buying into what we asked him to do. So, and our other one is Tylen Cunningham. He's another all-state guy, high-level kids, 3.3, 5, whatever he's got, GPA. Just a high-level guy. He's a high-motor guy. Again, another one I wish was longer, as he would be another high-level D1 guy. And he'll have some opportunity to play at the next level already. He's got a few offers going for him already, but Tylen's a heck of a leader. He's more of our vocal guy, getting guys in line, telling them where to be, when to be there. He's kind of the general, if you will, in some aspects of our program. So those four guys will be, our team captains, but, in allowing them to vote and choose and leaders, and, I saw some junior guys that, were right there, like our quarterback, Bryson Luter, who's just, I don't know if I've met between him and Ahmad Duff, who's the big-time baseball guy. I don't know if I've met more two competitive players at just what they do. They're so excited and passionate about perfecting their craft and being leaders and wanting to be the best at everything that they do. So, those two guys, those names popped up, as well as Montyre Russell, who's, it's always an argument in the coach's office. He might be the best football player in our program, just in terms of what he does for us on defense, what he can do for us on offense, and what you'll see from him on offense this year. He's we call him a monster, and he lives up to his name. He's that guy. So, one big thing, one big focus we had this year was, I told Mosey in my evaluation, Mr. Barnes, that I needed somebody to push us over the edge on the mental aspect, the leadership aspect. We actually went and hired a sports mental coach, sports psychologist that comes in and works with our kids, and they take them through leadership things, and it's a core group of guys that are going to push our team over the edge. So that's what that's where we're going to see the growth, just in those guys and some of the things that we implement in that group throughout the team. And we've seen it all summer, all off season. So I said we're just we're ready to see the fruits of our labor.
Well, there's something magical happening at Lawrence Township. First of all, at both Lawrence North and Lawrence Central, there are significant renovations going on at the school. In addition to 56th Street has been kind of chopped down to 2 lanes. However, that has to make you feel good. Things are really growing and happening in Lawrence Township.
Yeah, one of my tax dollars are going to work. Just living in the district, I probably live maybe 10 minutes away from LC, right across from our education building in Lawrence. And I'm a Lawrence kid. I grew up in Lawrence, so I'm Lawrence through and through. But obviously to see the dedication that Dr. Smith, our leader of our township, is putting into our schools and into athletics. He's a big-time sports guy. I got some marching orders in my last interview with Dr. Smith. One I hit. It was going around 465 and getting a win against Warren Central. That was something that he asked us to do. So obviously we'll continue to try to do what we can to uphold that. But just the investment that they're making in our school and our kids is second to none. And it just grows. We started today as teachers, and we're still trying to put the pieces together a little bit. But our principal, Franklin Bush, he's doing a phenomenal job of leading the charge. And his message is always, we're going to meet the kids where they are. We're going to bring them up, and we're going to support them however we can, however we need to. So we're all on board, especially in the athletic room as well as the school side. But they've been doing a great job of just giving absolutely everything they can to our kids and making it the best culture possible.
Coach Patterson, you talked about the addition of a mental health coach, which is fantastic to hear. What other improvements to your coaching staff have you made this season?
We probably got the biggest steal of them all this year. We hired Steve Mormon. He came to us from Washington High School. And obviously, a lot of people know Coach Mormon. He's storied. He's a city coach of the year. He's, you name his accolades, he's got it. I think he was just kind of searching for something different. And obviously, we had a huge need that we had within our program, and he's going to fill it. Excuse me. He's going to help us on Fridays. He's going to help us on Saturdays with our freshman group. He's just kind of all over. He's already in our building working and impacting our kids. They know who Coach Mo is. They gravitate towards him. He's kind of we call him Santa Claus. He's just that big, lovely guy. He's willing to go get whatever kid that we feel like we may not be able to reach and bring him in and show him the culture of what it is to be a Lawrence Central football player. So I'm excited. I'm ecstatic to have him. He's his number one goal is to come in and make my job easier. As a head coach, that's what you desire, your assistant coaches, and he wants to own parts of our program and take that off of my plate. So that's probably the biggest catch of our offseason. But we've hired a few really good young coaches that are going to help us at all levels of our program. I think what we do a really good job of is there is no freshman JV coaches. Like the varsity coaches, they coach 12 through 9. We coach everybody. We make sure that everybody's loved and everybody knows what's going on. So we'll continue to do that, and hopefully it makes us better.
Well, we really appreciate you being here tonight. Best of luck to the Lawrence Central Bears. We'll be back. We'll talk to some more high school football coaches on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Sports.net, broadcasting live from Bulldog Bar and Lounge here at 54th and College. Tonight's show is built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit them at universalroofing.com or call 317-257-0779. Up next, we have Coach Darren Fisher from Whiteland High School joining us. How are you today, sir?
We're great. Thanks for having us. We appreciate you doing this.
Coach Fisher, let's talk a little bit about the Whiteland Warriors. I've had a chance over the years to see you play, and you've had a lot of Division I talent come through there. But at this point, you just haven't had that breakthrough 5A state championship. This could be the year. Could you talk a little bit about your program?
Well, I mean, you know, I've been there 18 years, which I've been very fortunate that they think I know what I'm talking about, and they let me stick around. We've had some success. Like you said, we've won, 6 sectional championships and 8 conference titles, and we play in a great league. The Mid-State Conference is a great league, and we've had. You talk about Division I players. We've had 7 Division I players in the time we've been there. Max Sullivan from last year being our last one, but really our program is built on those self-made men, those blue-collar guys that just punch in and punch the clock every day, and they don't walk through our doors running fast and jumping high. Usually we have to build that through our we consider ourselves a player development program where they're going to kind of come in and they got to buy into the system, kind of like a service academy. Our offense is system based. They learn it from the time they're in 3rd grade up. We just finished youth camp last week with 180 kids that they're all running the fly offense just like we do at the middle school and the high school. So we've kind of got a good system going on. Yeah, we're looking for that breakthrough year, and like I said, the fortunate part is we've won 6 sectional titles, but the unfortunate part is we haven't got past the regional round because there's been the Cathedral Irish standing there all 6 times waiting on us. So we haven't been able to get over that hump, but we hope to sometime. And again, this could be just like every year could be. This could be our opportunity to do that.
Coach Fisher, to kind of ask a follow-up question about that, how much pressure or expectation does your team have this season with everything that you had mentioned?
Well, I guess I'm going to give you the definition I tell the team between pressure and stress. Stress is when you're not prepared, and pressure is what you feel because you earned it, because people expect things from you. And that's what we tell our kids all the time. We welcome pressure. We don't want stress. We know every day, so we're prepared to give our best effort. And, we've always been one of those teams that, we always try to play our best. We always want to be the team that nobody wants to play when the tournament draw comes out. When the tournament draw comes out, we want our opponents to go, oh, my God, I don't want to play those guys because they're really physical, they're really disciplined, they're white because they're not going to beat themselves. And, I think that's important. This season we've got 32 seniors. We've got 15 returning starters. Those 32 seniors have been with us from the time they were in elementary school. They've been playing Whiteland football since they were in 3rd grade. So we've been excited. This is a great group, high character, high energy. great work habits. So, yeah, we're excited about 2022.
Coach Fisher, one of the things that I've been impressed by Whiteland, not only your discipline, but you're fast. You play fast. How do you instill that during practice, particularly when there's 90-degree temperature out here during the preseason?
You know, I guess it starts being a player development program. You know, speed development, our off-season program is based on running fast and jumping high. It's not about how much weight can you push on an exercise. That has to translate into power and power speed. We train speed. That's number one. Number two, you know, literally it's just an expectation of our kids. They know that if you're going to play, if you're going to carry the football at Whiteland High School, that you got to go full tilt all the time. So it's not a pace yourself thing. It's go as hard as you can, and we'll put somebody else in, and they'll go as hard as they can. So it's just an expectation. You know, our guys that carry the ball, they cherish every carry because we rotate so many guys. You know, it's nothing for us on the score sheet to have 7 guys carry the football on a Friday a significant amount of times, and you know, throw passes to 6 different guys. You know, 5 different guys, I should say. You know, it's not just, the more balanced we are between throw and perimeter run and inside run, the more balanced we are, the more we win. And our kids know that, you know, when you have an offense like ours that is based on, you know, our entire game plan is based on how you stop one play. And how you defend that play. So our kids know that some days the wingbacks rush for 200 yards. Some day the tailbacks rush 200 yards and the wingbacks don't rush for much. Why? Because we're going to take what they give us, and that's the way our offense is built. Our kids are very unselfish, and they fill their roles.
Coach Fisher, with 32 seniors on your team, how is leadership determined in the locker room?
Well, it's funny that you say that. You know, Coach Carpenter, our secondary coach, is sitting over there, and one of the things he always says is not only do you need great leaders, but you need great allies. You know, when a leader steps up and says something that needs to be said, he needs a group of people behind him that point and say, yeah, what he said is what we're all going to do. And, you know, it's about being a group rather than just being a bunch of individuals. I know a lot of people do it different ways. I'm not saying anybody's wrong, but we don't elect captains. They emerge. Like, captains emerge by doing things right. And again, you know, not everybody's built to lead with words. Some are built to lead by example. So for us, everybody's a leader, and we always tell our leaders this: culture is how you make me feel today by being here is the culture. Culture is every single day, and it takes everybody to lead. Like, culture's not determined by me as a coach. It's not determined by the staff, and it's not determined by 4 captains. It's determined by how everybody acts every day and the environment in the locker room. If I come to practice and I'm happy to be there, number one, we're going to get better as a team. And number two, we're all going to like being there. So, you know, to us, leadership is a shared experience, and culture is an everybody thing, not just a group of captains.
Darren, this is your 32nd year coaching high school football. One of the things I've thought about as far as Johnson County football was the fact that 10 years ago everybody said Center Grove was the powerhouse. Perhaps they still are. But the one program in my mind that's emerging is Whiteland. You are the emerging program, number one, for football. In terms of your community, you have great community support.
You know, I've been fortunate, you know, for 18 years that you know, our parents are still the ones that say to me, just instill some character, make him work hard, let us know what you need, and we'll support you. And, you know, I've got a phenomenal coaching staff. And I think that's part of it. We all communicate very well between our parents and our coach. Like, we're very transparent. There are no secrets at our place. Anything we're doing, if you want to come to practice and come on the field, you can stand there and watch. Like, I don't care. You know, nothing we're doing is top secret. Nothing is, you know, our parents feel very welcome around our program, I think. And I think that's important. And then there are boundaries. But I believe you're right. You know, I think that one of the things that we've tried to do is not, like, we try to coach next year's team too all the time. So our little leaguers, you know, our spring camp had 110 kids in it, grades 7 and 8. You know, our little guys camp in elementary school had 180 last week. You know, we've got 120 kids at the high school, another 80 at the middle school. And that's not because, it's because we've made football a positive experience. Now, it's not all candy and balloons. I mean, it's hard, But football's hard, and that's why people like it. You know what I mean? Kids and parents want to be a part of a football program because it's structured and it's disciplined, and it instills something that you take with you when you leave. And I think, like you said, when we have a great community support and all those things, I think that's the reason why, because our parents know that there's a bigger mission than just. Now, don't get me wrong, winning and losing games is really important, but it's not the most important thing. And I think that our parents recognize that you can't care about some stuff and not care about others. So like academics, we have an academic coordinator. I hired Miss Megan Pulowski, who teaches math at our place, to be our academic coordinator. Our administration buys in. We've got a football study hall during the day, and we've got, my coaches are in there, and my academic coordinator, and our parents, it's a full player, like I said, we are a player development program. It's a full experience, not just run fast, jump high, but it's be a good student, have high character, and be a leader in the building as well.
Darren, we really appreciate you being here today, and we look forward to what you do at Sectional 14. You've got Franklin, Terre Haute South, and Terre Haute North. There's a great chance you're going to move on and have a great year.
Well, I'll tell you, our trophy game, is down with Franklin down south. They beat us last year, and they beat us pretty good.
Yeah.
And, they've got a lot of confidence right now against us, and I know Chris has done a good job, and they've got a great senior class. I know I've heard really good things about what Coach Herron's doing at Terre Haute South. Our deal's just, my defensive coordinator, John Preston, says it all the time that, it's just a matter of going 1-0 every day. And it's exciting to look forward, but yet I'm not sure how productive that is for us right now. We're just trying. Whiteland can't be Whiteland. We don't want to jump offside. We don't want to miss assignments. We're in that day-to-day mode right now, and that's where I like to stay. I don't like to look ahead too far, but I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't take a look when the draw came out, and I didn't take a look. But right now we're kind of entrenched in the day-to-day.
Well, best of luck to you as you pursue this high school football season. And when we return, we'll talk to more high school football coaches. This is IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Thanks for everything.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Welcome back to IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, broadcasting live from Bulldog Bar and Lounge here at 54th and College, just south of downtown Broad Ripple. This show today is brought to you by Genesis Sports Performance, the official sports performance training facility of IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Speed and agility, visit GenesisSportsPerformance.com. We are back here, joined by North Central head football coach Kevin O'Shea. How are you today, sir?
Had a hot one today. It was good for us.
Kevin, you've been coaching football now 30 years. Here's an interesting comment. You'll never hear this from anybody. But I don't know if you knew this. There's a Mount Rushmore in Lafayette. There's a couple people on there. One is Robert Finnessy.
Okay.
The other is Clayton Richard, now the head baseball coach at Lafayette Jeff. In my mind, the other is Kevin O'Shea. You all are McCutcheon Mavericks. Congratulations to you both as an athlete and as a coach. You've done a tremendous job. And North Central, you've got a challenge taking a 1-9 team and making it competitive this year.
Right. Well, when I took the job, after we'd had a lot of success at Lafayette Central Catholic, Paul Logan called me up and said, "So, you ready to come?" And this was in December of 16. And so I said, "Let's talk." And Paul laid out his framework for what he wanted out of the job. And after, a couple of discussions,